Dear students, welcome to the science class. So in the last class, we were discussing about the topic named as work and energy. In that topic, we discussed about the work. So work is nothing but it is the product of the force to the displacement, and nothing but F into the S. Right? If the displacement and the that is nothing but the distance and the force are acting in the same direction, then we are going to take the work as the positive. If they are acting in the opposite direction, then we are going to take it as a negative. That is nothing but W equal to minus F into S. And there should be angle of 180 degree between the displacement and force, or it should be equal to 0. If the angle is equal to 90 degree, we know that the work which is done on that thing by that force is equal to how much? It will be equal to 0. So depending on that thing, we are going to solve some numericals now. So let us take the first numerical, which is given as the next question. A force of 7 Newton acts on an object. The displacement is say 8 meter in the direction of the force. Let us take the force acts on an object through the displacement. What is the work done in this case? So in the problem statement, they are saying that there is an object. On that object, a force of 7 Newton is applied. A force of 7 Newton is applied. So after application of that force, there is a displacement of that object up to 8 meters. So this object is going to go by 8 meters up to this point. And let us say that displacement is equal to 8 meters, which is given in the problem statement. And this force, whatever the 7 Newton which is acting on this object, is continuously acting on this object up to it goes 8 meters. So we have to calculate the work done here. We have to calculate what? We have to calculate work done, which is equal to question mark. So let us take here. What is the first here? The force given. So the force which is acting here, the force which is acting on the object is equal to how much? The force F is equal to 7 newtons. And displacement S is equal to, the displacement S is equal to how much? Which is given as 8 meters. And you see here, the force and the displacement both are in same direction or in opposite direction. Both are in same direction and they are making an angle of 180 degree. Sorry, they are making an angle of 0 degree since they both are acting in the same direction. If they are acting in the opposite direction, then we are going to take it as minus 180 degree. So 180 degree. So if they are acting in the same direction, then work done will be what? It will be positive one. So therefore we know that by the formula work done, which is equal to question mark, by the formula we know work done W is equal to F into S. So which is equal to what is F here? That is nothing but which is equal to 7 into N is equal to how much? 8. So 7 8 is how much? It is equal to 56 Newton meters. So we already know that Newton meter can be written as joules. So that is equal to 56 joules. So the work done here is equal to how much? It is equal to 56 joules. Right. So this is the answer for the question number, which is given in the in-text question. Now let us consider the example here. Example number 11 by 2. So in the example, a porter lifts a luggage of 15 kg from the ground and puts it on his head 1.5 meter above the ground. Calculate the work done by him on the luggage. Calculate the work done by him on the luggage. Right. So a porter lifts a luggage. And he is putting up that luggage. The luggage having the mass of the 15 kg. So he is going to put that luggage on his head. So his head is at distance 1.5 meter from the ground. So we have to calculate the work done in moving that luggage from the ground to his head. We have to calculate the work done in moving that luggage from the ground to his head. So first we have to write down the given data. So what are the given data here? The mass of the object is given. Mass of the object, that is nothing but the luggage, which is equal to how much? Which is given as 15 kg. Right. Then what they are given here? They are given the distance between the head to the ground. So the total distance covered by that luggage, that is nothing but it is equal to the height of that person. So he is putting that luggage on his head. So that is nothing but it is the displacement only. So if we take here, if this is the ground, if this is person look like this, if he is putting the luggage from here to his head, what is the distance, total distance covered by that luggage? It is nothing but the height of that person. Right, so that displacement is equal to here, that is nothing but total distance covered. Displacement which is equal to the height of the person or height of the person, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 1.5 meters, which is given as S, or you can directly take it as S equal to 1.5 meters. 1.5 meters. So they are given the M, they are given the S. So we know the formula for the work done here, that is nothing but F into S. So in the problem statement they are not given the F only. Is it possible to calculate the work done here? Already we know that the work done is nothing but it is the product of the force to the displacement. If force is not given, how it is possible to calculate the work here? So first, for that reason, first we have to calculate the force. So for the calculation of the force, we know that by the formula that nothing but F is equal to m into A. If they are given the mass, what we require here, we require the acceleration. So here the acceleration is here is nothing but what? It is the acceleration due to gravity. Here the acceleration is nothing but what? It is the acceleration due to gravity. Right? That is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, which is given as G is equal to, you can take it as 9.8 or you can take it as 10 meter per second square. So here I am going to take it as 9.8 meter per second square. Right. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the force on the luggage. First we have to calculate the force on the luggage. By using that force we are going to calculate the work done. So force on the luggage, that F is equal to question mark and work done by the person and work done by that person on luggage which is equal to what? W is equal to question mark. This is nothing but W is equal to question mark. So let us consider that F is equal to 1. First we have to find out the F. Therefore, F is equal to, we have the formula that is nothing but m into A, where m is the mass, A is the acceleration. So which can be taken as m into G, which can be taken as m into G. Why? Here acceleration is nothing but it is the acceleration due to gravity. It is nothing but what? It is the acceleration due to gravity. So that can be given as 15 into, if you take 9.8 here, it is 9.8. Which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 147. Which is equal to 147 newtons. Or it is equal to 147 newtons. Right, if it is equal to 147 newtons, then what we have to calculate? We have to calculate W is equal to F into S, which is equal to, F is already calculated, that is nothing but 147. What is S here? It is equal to 1.5 meters. It is equal to 1.5 meters. So 147 into 1.5. So if you take here 15 sevens, how much it is equal to 105? 10 remains, 15 fours are 60. That becomes 70. 15 ones are 15. So it will become 22. So it is equal to 220.5 joules. So the work done here is 220.5 joules. So you may ask the question here, why not we are taking the acceleration due to gravity as negative here? Why we are taking the acceleration due to gravity as positive? Why we are not taking the acceleration due to gravity as negative here? You may ask that question. Since if you see here, since the work done by the person, not by the gravitational force. If here in this case, if you want to calculate the work done by the gravitational force, then we are going to take it as negative. So the object is moving in the upward direction, but the force is acting in the downward direction. But here in this problem example, the work is being done by the person, not by the gravitational force. If the work done is by the person, so then this person is going to apply the force in the direction of the displacement only. So if you want to take the luggage, so that he is pulling that luggage above. If he is pulling that luggage above, that means the displacement of the luggage is also in the above direction as the force applied direction. So if both the force and the luggage, force and displacement are both in the same direction, then we are going to take as the acceleration as positive only. So acceleration is positive. If in the same problem statement, if they ask the work done by the gravitational force, then we are going to take it as a negative. Since the object is moving in the upward direction and the force is applied in the downward direction. So this is the answer for that question. That is equal to how much? It is equal to 220.5 joules. If we take 10 here, it is equal to how much? It will become 150. So it will become 225 joules. So if we take the acceleration due to gravity, assume this acceleration due to gravity as 10 meter per second square. Both answers are right only. If we take 10 here, it is going to become 225 joules. If we take exact value, that is nothing but 9.8, then it is going to become 220.5 joules. Both answers will be same only. So I hope this is clear about this problem. Now let us consider text problem which is given in the page number 149, problem number 4. So in that text question there are given 4 questions. 3 of them are the theoretical questions. So there is no need for discussing those questions. I am directly going to solve the 4th question here. If you want to see here, the first question is, when do we say that work is done? So already know that if the force is applied and if there is a displacement occur, then we are going to say it as the work is done. So if we see the second question here in that text, write an expression for the work done when a force is acting on an object in the direction of its displacement. Right? If the force is applied in this direction and in the direction the displacement is also in this direction, if both of them are in the same direction, then we have to write the expression for the work done. That is nothing but we know that W is equal to F into S. So it is going to give the positive value for that result. W is equal to F into S. So that is the answer for the second question. Now if you want to see the third question, that is nothing but define 1 joule of work. Define 1 joule of work. So we already know that W is equal to F into S. If W used to be 1 joule, then the force applied should be 1 Newton and the displacement after the application of the force it should be equal to 1 meter. So 1 joule of the work done can be defined as if the force applied on the object is equal to 1 Newton and the displacement is equal to 1 meter. So in that manner you can define the 1 joule of work done. So those are the 3 questions which are given in the text question. Right? And the fourth question is the numerical one. So what is that fourth question here? A pair of bullocks exert a force of 140 Newton on a flux. The field being flux is 15 meter long. How much work done in fluffing the length of the field? So if you see the problem here, if you see the field which is 15 meter in long, the distance of that fluff is 15 meter. So that field is fluffed by application of the force of 140 newtons by the bullocks. 140 newtons by the bullock. So that the field is going to flood from this point to this point up to 15 meters. So we have to calculate the work done by the bullocks to flood the 15 meter field. Right. So for that reason first we have to write down the given data. So the force applied by the bullock is equal to how much? So first given the force. So the force exerted by the bullocks. Exerted by the bullocks. That is nothing but F is equal to how much? It is equal to 140 newtons. Right. Then displacement. Displacement, that is nothing but it is the length of the field. That is nothing but length of the field. So how much is given? That is given as S is equal to 15 meters. So what you have to calculate here? You have to calculate the work done. So therefore, the work done, that is nothing but W is equal to question mark. So we know the formula, that is nothing but W is equal to F into S, which is equal to F is equal to how much? 140 into S is equal to 15. Right? So why are you taking F into S? See here, if the Coulomb are exerting force in this direction and the displacement is also in the same direction, then we are going to take the work as the positive. So therefore W is equal to plus F into S. So 140 15 is how much? Which is equal to 1800 joules. That is equal to 1800 joules. 15 times 150, 15 4 is 60. 15 4 is 60, then it will become 2100. Sorry, not 1800. It is equal to how much? It is equal to 2100 joules. So the work done by the bullocks is equal to 240 joules. 2100 joules. So the work done by the bullocks is 2100 joules. So this is the answer for the numerical number 4 in the text question, which is presented to 149 page. Now to this point we discuss about the work. Now let us consider energy. So what is the energy here? Now let us take some examples to know about the energy. Energy nothing but we know that major source of the energy is what? It is the sun. So from the sun we are getting the energy in the form of the light as well as in the form of the heat. Right? Light energy is essential for the plants for the preparation of their food, that is nothing but via photosynthesis. In the same manner, it is required by us for the visualizing the things. So it is the energy. In the same manner, if you take the atoms, about that we are going to study in the chemistry. Atoms are made from the tiny particles. Or if you take any object or any substances, those are made from the tiny particles. Those tiny particles possess energy in the form of the nuclear energy. So that is also energy. In the same manner, if you take the heat, it is also an energy. Right? Heat is also energy. So if you check here, why the sunlight is essential to seeing the things, as well as why the sunlight is essential for the plants to prepare their own food. So what actually plants are doing here? They are doing the work. What is that work? That work is nothing but they are preparing their own food. So to do that work, they require energy. So that energy is coming from the sunlight. In the same manner, to seeing a thing, the seeing a thing is nothing but what? It is the work done only. Right? To see a thing, it is nothing but it is the work done by our eyes for ourselves. So to do that thing, what is required here? Again, sunlight is required or light is required. So what is light here? It is also energy. So when light enters from that object into our eyes, then we are going to see that objects. So it is also work done by our eyes. Right? In the same manner, if you take any examples, if you take the ball, so that ball is on the ground. Is it moving? No, it is not moving. If you take the ball on a height, when you leave that ball, it starts to moving. Then again, what it done? It is doing the work again. The ball is doing the work. What type of work it is doing? It is moving in the downward direction. So to do that thing, there should be some energy which is acquired by that ball. So work and energy both are interlinked. So whatever the work we are going to do, whatever the work is done, it is whichever the object or anything which is going to do the work, it possesses some energy. In the same way, if you take the ball, again the ball which is going to hit the wickets, in the cricket which is going to hit the wickets. When you throw that ball, it possesses some energy. Because of that energy, when it hits the wicket also starts to move from that place. Right? So why it is moving? It is moving because of the work is done by the ball on that stumps. We can say that those things as the stumps as well as wickets. Because of that thing, they are moving. Right? Again, they are moving. That means they are doing the work in the movement. Right? So from where does they are going to get the energy? They are getting the energy which is coming from the moving ball. Right, the ball which is thrown, which acquires the energy, which possesses this energy, that energy again transferred to the stumps or wickets. By acquiring that energy, the stumps are starts to move. The stumps are starts to move. So in general, if you want to tell whatever the work we are going to do, whatever the work is done in our surroundings, for doing that work, for doing those things, they should contain or they should possess some energy. They should possess some energy. So in general, in science we can say that energy is nothing but what? It is the capability to do work. It is the capability to do work. So how does the work is going to happen? If you see here, this is the block and this is also a block. We have energy. What we have the energy. So we are applying the force on this block by our energy. What actually we are doing here? We are transferring our energy into this block. Right? We are transferring our energy to this block. So when we transfer our energy to this block starts to move. That is nothing but this block is acquiring the energy from us. It is acquiring energy from us. After acquiring energy from us, it is moving. When it moves and when it hits this block, second block, what will happen? Whatever the energy which this block possesses, it is going to transfer the energy to the next block. Right? When it transfers the energy to the next block, this block starts to move. This block starts to move. That means here is also work done, here is also work done. But when does here the work is going to be done? When the transfer of energy is going to happen in this case. When it transfers its energy to the second block, then only it starts to do the work. So to do the work, what is the main criteria here? It is nothing but energy. So in general we can define energy is nothing but energy is the capability to do work. If you want to define your energy is nothing but your capability to do work. How much work you are going to do, that is nothing but your energy. Right? So see here, what is happening here? Whatever the energy we are going to give to this block, it is losing. So we are losing our energy. The energy is lost in us. So whatever the energy is lost in us is going to transfer to this block, so that this block is gaining the energy. Right? Again, this block is going to transfer the energy to the next block. So again, it is losing its energy and it is gaining the energy which is lost by the first block. So continuous energy transfer is going to take place. If the continuous energy transfer is going to take place, then this continuous work is going to be done. So it is moving because of the energy which is acquired by the energy from the block 1. Alright. In the same way, if you take the example of you have a lot of amount of energy. So you have the energy to write 10 pages. So that is nothing but your energy, whatever the energy which you acquired, you possess, is transferring in the writing only. So what is writing here? It is nothing but work. So how much work you are going to do here? How much energy you are going to transfer to the writing, that much work is going to be done. Right? How much this object is going to move here? How much energy it is going to acquire from this block? That much it is going to move. How much this block is going to move? How much energy we are going to give to this block? That much it is going to move. The same in the general sense. That is nothing but it is the work done. So what is the work done here? It is nothing but it is the energy possessed by the object, which may be gained or it may be loosened. So if it is loosened to the another object, that object is going to do work by gaining the energy from the another object. So that is nothing but energy. Right? We know about the various forms of the energy. We have the sunlight as the energy. We have heat energy. We have electricity as the form of the energy. We have the wind energy. We have the tidal energy. Right? Those are all energies. Example for the energy. In the same manner, we have the chemical energy. We have electrical energy. Right? In the same manner, we have the mechanical energy. We have the muscular energy. We have cellular energy. Right? Those are the forms of the energy. So in this topic we are going to discuss only two types or two forms of the energy. That is nothing but main form is mechanical energy. We are going to discuss about the main form as mechanical energy. In that mechanical energy we have two types. One is the kinetic energy. One is the kinetic energy. Second one is the potential energy. Second one is the potential energy. One is we are going to discuss in this topic. We are going to discuss about mechanical energy. That is mechanical energy is nothing but one is the kinetic energy, another one is the potential energy. Right. So up to this point we know that whatever the work is going to be done, it is nothing but the energy. So in this sense, what will be the SI unit of the energy here? So the amount of work done is equal to the amount of energy consumed by that object. That means the amount of work done is given in the joules only. In the same sense, the SI unit of the energy is also what? It is joules only. So the SI unit of the work done, SI unit of the energy is equal to what? It is equal to joules. Joules. So the amount of energy will be very high. For that reason, we are going to take another SI unit. Now it is very smaller one. Another SI unit that is nothing but it is going to give the maximum value. That SI unit is nothing but what? It is in form of the kilojoules. So it is nothing but 1 kg. So where k is nothing but what? It is kilo. So it can be given as 1 kilojoules. 1 kilojoules, so that it is equal to 1 kilo means 10 raised to 3 joules, which is equal to how much? It is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 3 joules. So this is about the energy. Further thing about the kinetic energy and potential energy we are going to discuss in the next class. Up to that point, thank you, take care, stay well, stay